you? You know me? Huh? You know me. Okay. So today we are going to learn the chapter Human Body. So I hope all of you like this chapter a lot, and the human body, our own body, we are going to learn about that. So first of all, you need to learn one thing actually. And what is that thing? That thing is that you need to learn about the 8 organ system of our body. Suppose our own organism. Okay, let me choose a nice color for you all. And this organism is divided into 8 sections, okay? Like the spider. But we are not the spider, okay? First, skeletal system, the muscular system, the digestive system, the nervous system, the respiratory system, the circulatory system, and the reproductive system. Have I got 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, which one did I miss out? The excretory system. It's also very, very important in our body. Okay, so let's start now. So first and foremost, we learn about the excretory system. Now, before that, we need to learn about the function. Now, what is excretion? Excretion is the process of removal of wastes from the body. So, removing wastes is done through excretion. Okay. Okay. So next, let me just change this. So next is the excretory products. Now, what does they produce? The nitrogenous waste, the bile, pigments, the water, the excess salts, and the vitamins. Everything that is an extra, is going out of the body through this system. Okay. Everything that is an extra thing. Okay. Next, the human excretory system consists of kidneys, number 1, ureters, number 2, urinary bladder, number 3, urethra, number 4. Okay, so we'll learn about that in the infograph so we can understand more easily. Now, first let us learn the function. Now, kidneys is the main excretory organs of our body. Each kidney consists of millions of nephrons which act as filtration unit. Now, these nephrons are the main units that carry out excretion actually. Now, see the process very, very carefully. Blood enters, the excretory substances enters into the kidney through an artery called the renal artery. It supplies the blood to the nephrons. Means the impure blood comes to the kidney. Okay. Next, see what happens. The formation of urine involves 3 processes: filtration, reabsorption, and secretion. Then it is excreted through the process of urination. Next, common disorders of urinary system are urinary tract infection and kidney stone. So, what does these 3 processes? In these 3 processes, more and more water and salts that are required for our body are excreted. Okay? And then finally, the thing that is not at all required for our body, it's not required for our body. Only that substance is thrown out through urination. Okay? Next. Okay, now what is the urinary tract infection? It occurs when a bacteria enters the urinary system. See, when we urinate in an unclean place, the bacteria enters the urinary tract and it can cause this urinary tract infection. Now, what are the symptoms? Irritation and pain in the urinary system, frequent urge to urinate, and a burning sensation. Okay. It can be treated. It has antibiotics for that. Okay, don't worry about that. But still, it will make a lot of heat to you. Kidney stones are small hard masses of mineral deposit formed inside the kidney of tubules. Now, many of us used to think when we were small, like kidney stone. Oh God, that means that we are having stone inside our belly. oh god, like inside your stomach we are having stones. My god, how will we survive? And where did that stone come from? The stone what was meant, like the stone was meant for what? The stone was meant for like the stones that we use for building houses, right? But it's not that. It's not that. Kidney stones are mineral deposits of calcium that are found inside the liver. Inside the kidney. Okay. So when we do not drink a lot of water, we have this. Or when we deposit our urine, then we never urinate at proper times, we have it. Okay. Next, beside kidney, lungs, liver, or also also act as excretory organs. So kidneys, through urination, they're throwing out all the waste. Lungs, they're throwing out CO2 through respiration. Skin, sweat we are having. Okay. Liver is eliminating all the bile pigments, which are very harmful, and they get deposited in the kidney, and then we are excreting. Now, how this is just written in detail. How, and I'll just go through once. Now, excess of salt, urea, water, salts, urea, or some of the metabolic waste are excreted in the form of sweat through sweat glands. Okay. Now, what do you think this is? This is the skin. Skin is doing all this. Next, lungs. Lungs help in secreting carbon dioxide. Okay. So you understand, I already told you. True. Respiration. Next, liver secretes substances like cholesterol, bile pigments, extra vitamins and drugs into the bile. Suppose we are taking medicine, the excess of medicine is like gone. Okay. So that excess of medicine is gone because of the liver. So when extra bile pigments are added, we have a disease known as fatty liver. We are having a disease known as fatty liver. So next we are having the nervous system. The nervous system controls activities of all other organisms of the body. So whatever an organ do, suppose if I'm told to walk, then my brain only will instruct my leg that come on, move up your muscles and walk. My brain will instruct my leg that move up your muscles and walk. Okay? If my brain doesn't instruct, then it will not work. Similarly, in the heart, if the brain is not telling the heart to beat, the heart will stop beating and will immediately die. So what does this important nervous system consist of? The brain, the spinal cord and the nerves make up the nervous system. Now functions. A brain is the control center of the body. It controls and coordinates different activities of different parts of the body. Like every part of the body is controlled by a brain, okay? Next, the spinal cord is a long, thick bundle of nerve which extends from the medulla. It transfers information between the brain and the rest of the body through nerves. So, spinal cord is like a vein, okay? You learnt in plant system, no? The vein you're having, that is the spinal cord. This is the spinal cord, you've already learnt about it. So, I already told you. And what is this medulla? Okay, I'll say. The brain is divided into three sections: cerebrum, cerebellum, and medulla oblongata, or the brainstem. From the medulla oblongata, the spinal cord is coming down. Okay. Now, what does the cerebrum do? The cerebrum contains information about the thinking of ourselves, like what we think, what we do. Suppose uh, intelligence, remembrance, or suppose if I tell you what is your name, of course you will remember your name, right? That's because of the cerebrum. Cerebellum, it helps us to work. That means it controls all the voluntary actions, to work, to pick, to write. Okay. And medulla oblongata are the involuntary actions like the beating of the heart, passage of food to the stomach. If the brain stem or the medulla oblongata fails, then we will not have any more heartbeats and we will die immediately. And that's known as brain death. Okay? That's known as a brain death. Okay? We'll hear many doctors say. Next, a nerve is a nerve is wait. Sorry. Now, what is the nerves? We have come to the almost the end. Now, what is the nerves? The nerves is all the vein is there only. So, the nerves are the side veins actually, you know. And so they carry their network of pathways for conducting information throughout the body. So they are carrying out information all throughout the body. Means there are certain kinds of nerves: sensory, motor, and mixed. So what are there? The three kinds of nerves. The nerves can be divided into sensory, motor, and mixed. Sorry, mixed. Next one, what is a reflex action? Reflex action is the involuntary action, which is automatic and instantaneous movement in the response of a stimulus. Suppose you start touch an hot object, that's a stimulus, and you will immediately remove your hand within a fraction of seconds. Why? Because of the reflex action. Now the reflex action is carried out by the spinal cord. Why? Because if you keep the hand for a second or two, then you will face problem. That's why the spinal cord acts as a brain like that time. Okay. Next. So this is what we have learned. It's enough. And now the function of sensory, motor, and mixed. Sensory means it carries from a sensory. What does it do? From the brain to all the other body parts. Next, motor. Motor means from the all the body parts to the brains. And mixed is a combination. It's a combination of sensory and motor nerves. That means what? Both they carry, both they are reversed like this. Suppose the brain and the body, they are reversed. Means both the things happen in mixed nerves. Next, we are going to terms to know. Excretion, the process of removal of waste from the body, you all already know. Excretory organs, the organs that help in the process of excretion. Kidneys, reddish brown bean-shaped organs that filter impure blood and produce urine. Okay, so they are bean-shaped organs that filter impure blood and produce urine. Nephron, basic structure and functional unit of the kidney. Like the cell is the basic structure and functional unit of our body. Similarly, nephron is the basic structure and unit function of our kidney. Next, brain, the control center of our body, which is situated in the skull. The nerves, the pathways along which the brain sends and receives information about what is happening in the body and around it, and accordingly instructs. Next, the spinal cord, long bundle, thick bundle of nerves that transfer information between the brain and the rest of the body through nerves. That means it's a connection center. Between the brain and the nerves. And the nerves are the connection center between the brain and the body part. The nerves are the connection center between. Now, reflex action, automatic and instantaneous movement in response to a stimulus that I already told you. Okay, so next. So the infographs we are having, just check them out. Secretion of the skin, okay. First, you will have the skin. How they secrete. Skin is one of the auxiliary excretory organs. Excess of water, urea, and salts and the metabolic waste are excreted in the form of sweat through the skin. See what happens? The hair follicles are there. You can see hair in your skin. In your skin, all we have that. The hair follicle is situated at the bottom, and the sweat gland just beside that, and the sweat duct is over here. So what happens is all the all the unwanted substances are produced over here and they get up through the sweat. Renal excretory system. The renal excretory system or the urinary system in humans consists of a pair of kidneys, the ureter, urinary bladder, and urethra. Now, okay. Now see what is happening. Okay. Wait. The blood is coming through here. Wait, just a moment. The blood is coming through here, through the renal artery and the renal vein, and it is traveled to the kidneys over there. And then the kidneys are filtering it, and it is coming to this ureter, and then the urinary bladder is storing urine, and then the urethra is releasing it. Now, if the urinary bladder was not present, then what would happen? Every second we would have gone to the toilet to have our toilet done. Every second one drop is falling and the urinary bladder is saving it. So you understand how important it is? Okay, and the filtered blood and then pass through the vein. Okay, that's what the process. And that's what the process is. Thank you for watching this video. Smash the like button if you like it. Moreover, study the chapter. Thank you so much. Bye.